So is flex fuel worth it? Let me tell you. From the good old corn smell to the power, I can 100% say that this mod has changed the way this car responds and feels. Going from 91 to E85 was such a dramatic difference in power and just the way the car handles. It just makes me not want to drive another turbo car without E85. The power band to torque curve reaches so high up in the RPM rather than 91 that it just hits different, and you won't get that with E30 and 91. Now flex fuel is amazing, and I cannot say any better things about this. And big shout out to Integrated Engineering for taking the time and dedication to calibrate and make ethanol compatible components and make it easy for you to install so you can get the most performance out of your car. Now you may be asking yourself, is it even worth my time to install ethanol? Was it hard? Well, I got a video on that, and you can see what I did wrong, and boy did I mess something up. This piece right here, let me show you. I snapped this prong piece off that holds the ECU on. Luckily we fixed it with some super glue. I don't know if that's completely fixed, but it's holding, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it did break and I fixed it, so we're good. But it wasn't that hard. It was just tedious. The biggest complaint I had was probably pinning the ECU. There was a gray dummy pin where the picture didn't say it was, so we had to kind of figure out that aside from their picture. But if you guys want to know how the install went, how easy it was, how hard it was, go ahead and check out my video. I'll link it right here and you can watch that. Now you may be asking yourself, is it worth the power gains? The short answer is yes. Now I will link a little page from shopdap.com, and they actually dyno their cars, and they dynoed a full bolt-on IS38 True Flex from IE, and they made 410 horsepower. Now I don't know if that's to the wheels. I would assume maybe 390, 395 to the wheels. So that is a huge gain. That's about 40 to 50 more horsepower than 91, which is just amazing in itself. Now you pair that with a DSG transmission, and you're gonna be having some fun times. This DSG transmission is amazing. Now, Integrated Engineering also tunes for that, and these can hold about 500 horsepower reliably. Now you may be getting into the iffy side if you're ripping on it a lot and really pushing the DSG, but usually 500, like 480 torque, 470 torque is the max on the DSGs without upgrading the stock clutch packs. But guys have been pushing them further than that, so you just run what you want to risk. So that's pretty much it for the IS38 True Flex. Now I really love this car like 10 times more now, and I know that you guys will too. And if you want to know where to buy this, I will link everything down below, from the intake to intercooler to turbo to flex fuel. I'll link all that so that you can have the same setup we have on this car. Now this thing is a freaking V8 destroyer. I want to talk about one more thing, and that is traction. This car has a serious problem with traction down low. These tires are great on the track when they're hot, but it just doesn't cut it when it comes to digs or just low end torque. It just roasts the tires, which I guess is good for the DSG. It's not putting as much strain, but if you want to hook, you're gonna need some good sticky tires. So that's an upgrade I highly recommend. Anybody should have that if they track their car. Now these are great on the track. They provide just enough grip and slip and a whole lot of action. Another question I want to answer is, will this affect the longevity of my car lasting? And the answer is yes and no. if you have E85 sitting in the tank and in the fuel rail for a long time, periods on end, then you will experience some problems like lines rotting and injectors getting clogged. But what's so nice about this TrueFlex is you can run any fuel from 91 to full E85 with no problems, and switching back and forth all the time is perfectly fine because it's going to clean out the system with 91 and ethanol, so you're never going to have one or the other, but you may have one in longer than the other, but at some point you are going to have a mix of fuels. So in long term it's not going to affect the car, but like I said, if it sits for a long period of time, just like any gas, it'll get bad and you'll have to clean stuff and replace stuff. So just drive your car. And if you plan on storing the car for winter, if you live somewhere in the snow, ethanol isn't really a great choice of fuel, and most of you already know this. It'll freeze, just like diesel. So just drain your tank and you'll be perfectly fine. Now that this car is pretty much full bolt-on IS38 TrueFlex, I want to know what you guys want to see next. Now this mod is all up to you guys, and we will purchase what you guys want to see. I want to be in touch with the community. I want to get your guys' feedback on what you want to see and what you haven't seen done to this car in video terms. Like, what do you want to learn how to do that someone hasn't showed you how to do? We're thinking about doing a bigger turbo or port injection or both of those. Or if you want to see handling mods like coilovers, sway bars, solid bushings, comment down below. I want to know what you guys want to see. Now I'm kind of leaning more towards the power side, like who wouldn't want more power, but it's all depending on you guys. So we could do 4-port injection with a TPC 770, or we could do an IS38 hybrid, which is pretty common. But yeah, like I said, it's all up to you guys. I want to thank all 1,283 subscribers. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, and I love that you guys support the content. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to make better videos and get more in the mix of it, and it's hard. So thank you for everybody that's sticking with me. And if you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe, comment, like. I want to hear your thoughts on the build, what your guys' builds are. I just want to be in touch with the community and see what's going on with you guys. So comment down below. Share your car. If you got flex fuel on an Evo or Subaru, go ahead and comment down below. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.